Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do Oracle and affirmations for today. Today is Sunday. It is June 28th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. My hair is driving me nuts. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. We're going to use the Purring Prophet, messages from the litter box, Mercy Morgana. We got ripeavocadowitch.com if you're interested. I just wanted to kind of see if anything falls out in continuation for the story yesterday. Just because I thought that was so interesting. Like the fact that like somebody was defending somebody behind the scenes and somebody like they didn't even know it. I don't think. We got one on the table. Okay, that was weird. That's the second time that happened. Like it's something wanted to come out, but wasn't coming out. 3 on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. I don't know if this is a continuation. I feel like no. I feel like it's not. All I know is the second card that fell out. Like somebody's going into hiding. Somebody's like retreating. Like they feel like, oh, maybe it is a continuation. 2 more shuffles. Because this is like somebody going into hiding, somebody retreating because they think that something's going to happen to them. Like they think there's going to be like a repercussion or something. 1 more shuffle. They're like skittish, like they don't know what to do. I don't think this is a continuation, honestly. We've got you must watch me use the litter box. This is an intimate moment and I require an audience. Witness my greatness. See, it could be like a continuation. If it's a continuation, it's like this that person still wanting somebody to see what they did, still wanting them to realize like, hey, I backed you up behind the scenes. I do love you. I do care for you. But then with this card, the vacuum lives. I flee. Pray for me. I'm retreating until the danger has passed. It's like somebody is going into hiding. Somebody's retreating because they feel like there's going to be some type of repercussion for what they did. So if this is sorry, I've had this throat thing all morning. If this is the same story and they protected the person behind the scenes, whoever they told off, because remember, in the reading yesterday, they told somebody off, like they told somebody the fuck off. Like, hey, you're not going to talk about that person like that. They're retreating because they're afraid of what that person is going to do to them. Catnip mode activated, rolling, flopping, mild existential crisis, all as it should be. Like somebody's retreating and they're going into hiding and they're freaking out because now they're afraid that that person that they told off is going to say some shit about them. Why would they be fearful of a jackass? I don't know. Like, you told them off. Just walk away. Like, let it go. Bottom of the deck is the box, the thing. The item you ordered is meaningless. The box is my new home now. They can't leave. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. If this is a continuation, because now I feel like I want to do one later. I might do one later when I come home from work. I'll leave the deck out with my crystals and stuff, just to cleanse them and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it could be from that person's perspective. Like I defended you behind the scenes. I told this person off. I wish you knew that. However, like now I need to hide and I need to retreat because this person's going to come after me. And it's almost like I can't leave. Like I'm stuck in this situation with this person. You guys know how I feel about that. There is no such thing. Unless you are literally married to another person, you are never stuck with another person. You are never in a position where you cannot leave. And I've said before, like I would make exception for abuse cases, although we all know that there are people, organizations you can call that will help you get out of abusive situations. I haven't seen her post in forever. I think I just don't get her posts. But she's a creator on TikTok and she left her ex-husband because of domestic violence, and she literally had to seek for help, and they helped her get out of that situation, her and her two kids. And she literally spent, like, even last year she was going to court and having to defend herself against him in regards to the divorce and the child care and um, custody rights and all that stuff. And she would always have one of the people from the organization that helped her get out. They would always be at her court case because she was abused. She was violently abused, physically, sexually, mentally, emotionally, everything. Yeah, like they feel like they can't leave a situation. I don't know if this is a relative, like a family member maybe that they told off, because it could be that too. Or like if it's like a friend group or a work situation or like a neighborhood kind of thing, it would be somebody that like they believe to be held in high regard, so they told them off and now they're afraid that that person's going to come back on them, and that people are going to look at, you know what I mean, like people are going to side with that person. In my opinion, at the end of the day, like I would just leave the situation. Like I would just get the fuck out of there. Because nobody can hold you anywhere. But it's like they've gone into, and it's with the vacuum card and the catnip card, it's it's really like they could be out living their life and doing their thing and going to work and going to parties and going to the grocery store and hanging out with friends. They're retreating from within, like that part of them that stood up to that person, the part of them that said, hey, fuck you, don't talk about them like that. They're retreating within, they're hiding that, like to get by, to survive basically, with this catnip card. Like they're dying on the inside, basically. They're fighting with themselves on the inside. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I gonna leave? Can I go towards the person that I defended? Like, will they help me? Will they protect me? Do they even care that I defended them? The box, the thing, the item you ordered, is like they feel like they're trapped there. Let me say this, and this is just my opinion because this is just past experience. I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna do a reading when I get home today from work, I think, and we'll see what happens. And I might post it, I might not. If I don't post it, it's probably because it's not. a part of this or it's, yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to say this as, and I just posted about this on TikTok yesterday, as the oldest daughter. And if you know what that means, look, if you don't know what that means, look that up. I'm the oldest daughter. I have literally had to take care of myself since birth, basically. And when I was of age, which was like 8 or 9, I was babysitting my brother. I raised that kid. He was practically my kid. And I think that's legit one of the reasons why I never really worried about the fact that I didn't have kids. I wanted kids, sure. When I met the ex-husband, he did not, and I loved the ex-husband and wanted the ex-husband. So we didn't have kids. I wanted kids, sure. But I also knew in the back of my mind, like, I raised a kid. I raised my brother. I was the mama. I was a little mama. And I always had to stand up for myself. I come from an abusive family. There was a lot of mental and emotional abuse going on in there. And I always had to like take care of myself. I always had to protect myself. I tried to protect my brother as best I could as a kid. And then, he kind of grew up to protect himself. I mean, it's very awkward in an abusive situation because, I mean, we're talking about parents, right? Like parental roles, like parental figures. Like, how do you defend yourself against someone that's supposed to love you and you believe them to love you? Um, if somebody defended me behind the scenes, if somebody was like, "Hey, don't talk about Kim like that. Hey, don't, don't do that to her. Don't fuck with her. Don't mess with her." If somebody was defending me behind the scenes, I would want to know about that. Because for me, that would change the whole dynamic of a relationship. Like if this is a friend and I found out they were defending me behind the scenes, like that's my friend for life. I'm just saying. If this is what's going on here and this person doesn't tell the person from the first reading that they defended, like go tell that person. Because I guarantee you that there would be support there, that there would be open arms there. I'm just saying. I've never really had anybody defend me behind the scenes. Not that I know of. No one's ever come back and said anything. Well, I guess I can't say that because eventually she defended me when my friend from work whose boyfriend assaulted me at the old building that we worked at, and then 2 years later she finally came back and said that she realized I was telling the truth, and she left the boyfriend because he could never answer her questions, and she heard from other people other things about him that were questionable. So I guess in a way, like I do know of one person that defended me, even if it was like a year and a half, 2 years later. But I don't get that often. I don't get that often. I have to protect and defend myself. I always have since I was a little kid. So, and I tend to be like if we're friends and I love you, like we're friends and I love you and I support you and I'm there for you and I smile and I laugh and I'm happy and I'm excited. But if something happens and we're no longer friends, my fuck you face comes on. Like you are dead to me. And I have to play it like that. I have to play it like that because I've always had to play it like that. Always. I've never had a choice. And I don't think people realize, like people that come from abuse, like there are certain ways that we build ourselves up to live as, and we have to stick to those boundaries. We have to stick to our guns because I'm not going to put up with any more abuse. I'm not going to I'm not going to open that door. I mean, there have been plenty of times when I've opened the door because I thought something was not like that, and then it bit me in the ass, you know? So I'm just saying, if I knew that somebody defended me behind the scenes, I would want to know. Just saying. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. Again, I will come home. I will do another reading, probably like around 3:30, 4-ish, around there, and then I'll post it. I feel like I stopped breathing there for a minute. I feel like maybe that's how this person feels, like they can't breathe in this situation. They like the world is closing in on them. All right. I hope everybody has a good Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.